What's up YouTube? So my name's Cornell, and this video you're going to be learning the 10 things I've experienced as a beginner YouTuber. That would include the 1,000 subscribers and the watch hours, and also the mentality that goes behind it. So screw what everybody else says. A lot of people are going to tell you, it takes a lot of work, it takes 10 years. Does it take that much time? The real question is, how much time are you willing to put into your craft? So that's what we're going to dive into today. Now, one of my favorite things about creating YouTube videos is the editing process. So literally, as you can see right here behind me, I can basically just create whatever I want. I can throw in any sort of background. That's amazing, right? Because this allows you to illustrate any story that you decide to tell as a YouTuber, whether it's from your own life experience or if it's just something that you're currently getting done, like a task, for example, I don't know, washing your hands, anything, going to the beach. Let's see, this one sucks, but I'm gonna say it anyways. World War II, come on, bro, I could literally have any background I want anytime. So that's one cool feature. But on top of that, I feel like everyone out there has something to share from a personal depth. You have your own story, you have your own life. There are things that's going on in your life that you can portray into your videos, or my favorite part, personally, my favorite is this one. Whatever it is that you think mostly about and you prefer to either just talk about that, or maybe you're a really hyper imaginative person like I am. I daydream all day long. So that goes hand in hand with editing, because that allows me, basically gives me the ability to create whatever I can imagine. So here are a few videos that I've created, right? It's so cool that I can just point left or right and these videos pop up. That's the power of post editing. So that's one thing you're going to need to learn as a YouTuber starting out. And I don't want to say that you need to learn it it's going to be so difficult, it's like a schoolwork, classwork, there's going to be a quiz. No crap like that. So really all you're truly doing is just downloading a free editing app like CapCut, personal favorite of all times. Now, the thing about CapCut is you can use it for free, right? And if you want to get the Pro Tools, which I highly recommend because you can do cool features like this, that's pretty cool, but only with Pro features you can do that. So check this out. If you just play around with the app itself, you will quickly learn how easy it is to edit and what things you don't need. Now, I come from, before I started this channel, I had a gaming channel, and here's a quick video behind me. I love this, man. So basically, I used to spend my time just playing hours and hours of Halo 3, either practicing or hunting for clips, and then the dreading of the hours of editing. Now, the reason why I say dreading the hours is because the computer I had, I don't think I have I do have it. It's underneath my bed. I just keep it for what's the word for this? Thinking. I don't know. I can't think of the word for it. Maybe I'll post it below because I can do that now. So I have it for that reason. And so the thing is, that computer was so slow back in the day when editing the videos. It took hours, sometimes 7-8 hours. I mean, obviously I have to get rid of things I don't like in the editing process, but just the whole rendering, dude, it's like a whole day process. But I used to look forward to it because during that time period, that's the kind of YouTuber I wanted to be. I wanted to be a really good gamer and make these sort of clips. But beyond from all that, I feel like over the years, I've grown as a person, so I want to add some new content. So I've watched a lot of these videos, and let's give you guys a quick scroll real quick. So essentially, I went through all these videos, YouTube search, the things you should know as a YouTuber, starting out as a beginner, and what is the monetization like? How do you get these 1,000 subscribers so quickly? Also, how in the heck am I gonna get 4,000 watch hours? So I've done some research, and I want you guys to take a look what I found here. Check this out. This is what Mr. B said, and I want you guys to take a quick listen and apply that to what you have going on.
If you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million subscribers within 6 months.
Your first video is not going to get views.
Subscribers don't matter. Views don't matter. I mean, they do.
So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end and just get to work and start uploading.
So I hope you guys are watching that because I am actually checking my notes. One thing you're going to need as a YouTuber is a script sometimes. I'm not saying create this fake script where you're reading everything line for line. Now, I've done door-to-door sales. Here's a good idea of what that looks like. I used to sell roofs or roof inspections, and what that would do is in turn eventually sell a roof. If the roof has enough damage, we go through insurance, and then the insurance pays for the roof as long as there's enough qualifying damage. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because some sales shops, they require you to like learn the script. Here's a quick story real quick, right? I remember my first time ever like taking a roofing sales job, and I learned the script in like 2 hours. I like studied the heck out of it. Because back before this, I used to like do serving. I had to study the menu and learn how, what all the ingredients were for all the dishes, so I know all the allergies. Now, I took that same mentality and applied it to learning the script. I got really good at it. What I didn't like was the pressure that comes with sales in terms of the ability to just produce like you're some sort of cash cow, and you're not. I mean, maybe if you're really good and a person hires you and you belong to that company because you're being financially fed, then maybe you're a cash cow. I don't know. However, so one day we were in this circle. All the new employees were all in this one circle, right? And we had to like study our pitch from the day before. So the second day, we can show the owner how much we've improved from day one. This one guy, brand new. I remember his name actually. His name was, I'm not going to say it, but I remember his name. This guy, I guess he didn't know the pitch, didn't study it. Whatever the case is, the guy, the owner hones in on him and just rips him a new one with just all the verbal baggage you can load onto any airport possible and probably get denied passage, right? So with all that being said, I kind of felt a little bit of anger towards that. I thought like, bro, this guy is kind of an eggplant. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he treating this guy this way? I mean, I did put a lot of effort into learning the script, but that was just me trying to be a very ambitious kind of guy, you know? So, long story short, the guy ended up shaking and fidgeting, and he was just so nervous, he couldn't get his words out. And I thought to myself, like, first of all, if we were at the door, no one's gonna remember all this stuff step by step. And even if you do, the actual circumstances of how that plays out in real life will be completely freaking different. There's no way you're gonna hold true to that script. So one thing I've learned, because I did door-to-door sales for about, 4 or 5 years now. And this was my last year, because it's not fun, I wanna do YouTube, right? So one thing I've learned is you gotta be creative, spontaneous, and empathetic is one. That's another one. That's really important, because if people can't relate to you, then they don't truly understand what you're saying. Also, creativity is king, and along with communication and persistency. That's just a few things, and I think those few qualities right there will be something great for any individual to add to their YouTube content. Their YouTube content. I can't even speak, bro. So that's something I wanted to point out. You really want to be creative, even though you need a script and you must write something down, something for you to hold on to as you produce the video to keep your mind sharp. That's good. This way you don't stumble over your words. Now, there were so many times at the doors when I did door to door where I would just walk up to a door and I just be like, blah, blah, blah. Literally. I'm glad this is a YouTube video because now I get to tell the story. But literally, bro, there were some days I just wanted to quit and I didn't know how I was going to pull through. But I stayed persistent, and really what it came down to was get familiar with the information to the point where it becomes secondhand knowledge. It's kind of like autopilot. You just know to do it. You know how to react to certain situations, and you know how to stay true to your core self. If that's you being charismatic, being a really great conversationalist, you like to talk about dogs, or maybe just gardening in general. The point is, whatever you can come up with that's relatable to the audience that you're trying to reach, you're walking that golden path, baby. You're going straight in the direction of the money. So I wanted to point that out there. So there's a lot of videos out there, right? Let me just give you guys a little quick role play. So there's a lot of videos out there that talks about what it's like to become a beginner YouTuber. And I feel like some of them are just like really sad. It's like, man, if I have to learn all this crap from this sort of demeanor, I don't know if I can even do this. I was like, I'm already feeling, what's the word? Can't think of the word. Put another word at the bottom. I feel like that right now. And I'm just like, man, I would much rather someone be more upbeat and give me a true, authentic perspective of what it's like to start with the right mindset. Because, come on, bro, like, no one wants to put a ton of effort into creating a video and then get 0 views. Like, of course, your first video isn't going to be amazing, like whose video ever is, right? So that's why I put in that clip about Mr. Beast, because it's true. Now, another thing that I want to put out there, I don't think this is in any specific order. However, I wanted you guys to see the true authenticity of what it looks like to create one of these as a new beginner, because that's what I am. Now, I do have over 1,000 subscribers, and I'll tell you how I did that in a second. Truly being who you are and having personality can take you a lot further than you think. Now, really, you just need that script. And here's what it looks like, if you can see just a tiny bit of it. So there's long-term value. There's another thing about YouTube videos. It has long-term value. So the shelf life of a YouTube video is far longer than anything else you would do. Like, think about it. If you go to work for 8 hours, 5 days a week, you get your 40 hours in or whatever, right? You get your paycheck. Those 40 hours are gone. You don't get that back. Now, one thing I liked about like my first YouTube channel, like Venom Snipes, who once was, in terms of a gamer, those videos still exist today, even though some of them are like 12 years old. And I put a lot of work into them, hours and hours, but they still exist. So the work and fun that I had creating those videos still bring me enjoyment till this day. Now, I can't think of a day that I enjoyed doing overtime at some job and realized, man, I'm still enjoying that overtime today. It's 4 years later. I am loving that overtime. That's just super unrealistic. You have a higher chance of becoming viral on YouTube in the first 30 days than you thinking back on the day you had some great overtime and you love that shift and you still enjoy that money till today. And maybe there's a percentage of you out there that can relate. It's a very small percentage, so I'm just going to assume we should move on. Let's see, consistency. So one of the ways I kind of toot my own horn there. I am now a philosopher. I now make amazing videos. What you should know next is to refine your knowledge and refine your speech and speak with precision. No, I'm just joking. So the next thing I want to say is you want to look for opportunities. Opportunities like, here's a good example. All right, we're going to cut that one. There's no opportunities. So the way I got my 1,000 subscribers is green screen, baby. Check that out. It's my green screen. So because I have a green screen, just get rid of it. Because no one likes green screens. I don't know why. Because, you know, they're used in like 99% of most Hollywood action movies. Do you think buildings are really blown up in New York so often? You think the White House gets destroyed that often? You think the Capitol gets destroyed that often? No. Like, no, bro. You think Superman can really fly? Matter of fact, you think he really exists? So let's just think about that for a second. No. I mean, green screening is amazing. Plus, also, there are so many ads where people just doing little phone green screening, talking about this new product service. And likely, they may not even own the service or even be in the same building as the headquarters in which creates that product or service. But yet, they're an affiliate and they make tons of money and they can live their dream life and buy all these cool camera products and accessories and blah, 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 and make even better productions and, you know, kind of make us average Joes feel like crap, always sit in our pajamas, eat our cereal, and watch YouTube and just wish our lives were better, right? That was a mouthful. But, you know, like I said, I have a crazy imagination. So, consistency, what I would do is I would just post a crap ton of reaction reels, or remix reels, as they call it on YouTube. So I initially started that with Instagram, and I did really well. The only problem is I just kind of felt like there was never going to be any monetization value there, which I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Trust me, people make tons of money on IG, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest. I mean, I've done a lot of reading into that, right? Like, I've watched a ton of YouTube, and trust me, I've been through all these videos. You should see my YouTube. Anyways, off topic. So the point is, creating those reaction reels is a great way to reach that 1,000 subscriber base. Now you may feel like, oh well, that's just easy because you just stick your face in it. Yeah, sure, maybe, but you know, I do have to get an iPhone, right? Like I don't have to, but I did want a nice digital camera that can do my editing and record for me. Like I have an iPhone 15, I have multiple lights, I have a tripod. Like, dude, like in terms of equipment, I spent some bread on that, some fine sliced bread, right? That bread looks pretty delicious. However,
all right, save it for YouTube.
Since I've done that, I've been able to create better quality videos for the reaction reels, in which got me tons of good comments and people, you know, subscribe like crazy, man. Like it was wild. Like I would post like maybe so here's what I would do. I would just create like 30, 40 videos, all of them like 2 hours, 2-3 hours. Then from that point, what I would do is post them periodically throughout my day. Now, one thing you should do is check your analytics, but you really won't have much analytics if you're not uploading enough videos in the first place or not getting enough views. So reaction reels kind of help you balance that out, because what I want to say is if you check your analytics, it shows you the best time to post your videos. So this way you know when your audience is actually, you know, most available to watch your content. Now you can't do that if you don't really get many views. If your long form content is averaging 21 views, 3 views, bro, that's just a recipe for sadness right there. I mean, if you like going emo and you want to like make some serious death music one day, that could be some serious inspiration. Make a YouTube channel, watch it fail, and then sit back, cry a bit, write a poem, turn that poem into a music song, or I don't know, to something, and maybe make a music video, and you probably go viral from that if you like that sort of sadness route. I do not promote that by any means.
I mean, you walk in that door on your 2 legs, all fat and cocky, and looking at me in my chair, and you tell me it's all in my head?
Not at all. So another one is networking. So YouTube allows you to do a lot of networking, believe it or not, because once you start to become a visible name within the community, you know, it kind of like, you know, your subscriber base kind of like shows your badge of certification, right? Like just a huge stamp that says, all right, this guy produces something because clearly he has an audience, or she, right? Well, whatever your pronouns may be. But the fact of the matter is, when you're reaching out to other YouTubers, and maybe you're a brand new person starting out and you're in someone else's video in the chat box, you're messaging other viewers, or maybe creators, you know who's who, unless you go to every profile. Very stalkerish, very creepy. I mean, do what you gotta do if you wanna learn. But anyways, that's a great way to network, because you just never know who you're gonna run into, who may be willing to collab with you. I personally have never collabed with anybody. I don't really plan to. If I did, I'm down for that. For the most part, it's just me just, you know, dishing out all these cool ideas and wanting to recreate videos. I'll put that out there too. So one thing I've learned recently from the videos I have been watching to create better long form content, because you need those 1,000 watch hours. So one of the best ways to do that is look up something that's evergreen, like an evergreen topic. What that means is something that's always relevant. So like, for example, what's it like to become a YouTuber? What are the 10 things I've learned in the last 6 months as a YouTuber? How much did I make in YouTube? How much have I made with YouTube in the last, I don't know, 4 years, or from this specific video? These are questions that everyone always seems to have, because it's no secret YouTubers make money. So with that being said, why not get in the game? Like, you have nothing to lose. Literally, all you need is a camera. I mean, if you don't have lights, then make it work. Only record in the bathroom. Don't be creepy. Don't be weird. Keep your pants on. And if that's what the best lighting is, use that. And if that's not what you have, I mean, literally just be straight up creative. Like, these green screens behind me are a multitude of 3, which I got for $5 each from Five Below. I'm not sponsored to say that. I wish. Definitely wish. Because I can use a little bit of sponsorship. However, those green screens are plastered all over this wall, and these lights are always facing this direction, because I know in my heart that this is what I want to do, and I take it so seriously, I wake up and do this. I'm just joking. Now, if I was, that'd be some true dedication and mind-blowing results, because probably if you're not going to sleep thinking about it and you're not waking up and doing it, then is it really something you're doing full-time? If you want full-time results, full-time pay, shouldn't you act like it's full-time? It's a good question, right? Because that's something we should probably take into consideration. Why not? It's just a video. And it does have a long shelf life. So you do this for 30 days, produce great content 30 days, a video a day, or maybe 10, just go nuts like I did. I have like over 2K subscribers from like within like a 3-month time span, just posting, just remix reels and commentating, bro. Like it just blew up. So you know, if you just consistently do something that works, it's just going to snowball. It's going to be a snowball effect. So now I've heard this recently tonight in one of the podcasts I listened to, and they were saying that YouTube is like a momentum machine. So the more you produce, the more, you know, the algorithm recognizes what you're doing, maybe specifically something that you're doing right. And if you're producing that specific something consistency, and you're frequently posting, you don't always have to post. Well, you do always have to post, but you don't always have to do it immediately. You can just schedule it within the app or on the website, whichever your preference is, and have it go out. So like while you're out doing XYZ, maybe shopping new bananas for the monkey, or feeding the hippos, or I don't know, getting chased by lions, whatever it is you have going on in your day, I'm pretty sure it's something special. The point of the matter is your video will still live. And if you survive whatever you had going on in your day, maybe 12 years from now, you'll look back on that video and realize, man, I'm glad I started. That video was crap, but look where it got me, right? Because the truth is, the more you do it, you're just going to refine what you do over and over again. So you need like a platform or a premise, some sort of basis of what you're capable of, and you need to get familiar with that and then start to improve it. Now, you can only critique yourself when you can look back at the footage. You can't really do that just, I don't know, assuming what it would look like before you do it and try to perfect that on the first shot. That's just not the way it works. Think about like being an actor. You have to do tons of practice, right? What you have to do is practice it to such a degree where it becomes muscle memory. You don't need to actually say everything word for word the way the script says it, but you do need to have a detailed understanding for where certain things should be said. Hope I said that correctly, because this was not practice. But I think you kind of see the method of my madness. Be yourself. Now, one of my first YouTube videos I made as a gamer, I think it was, there was the second one, I think, or third, whichever one it was. Made a lot. But when I became better as a gamer, one of the videos was called Be Yourself. Now, I thought that'd be a good title just because it mattered to me. I don't think it's really, catchy in terms of something for the SEO, because SEO, which is search engine optimization, that juicy stuff that makes videos pop, or blogs. Anyways, the reason why I think that's important is because there's a level of uniqueness in every single individual, and you can only discover that if you're trying to discover who you are personally. So you have to overcome some of your insecurities. If you're worried about your face being on the camera, well, too bad, because every time you go to Walmart, Safeway, Giant, I don't know where you live, but there's stores everywhere with cameras inside, and they watch every single thing you do. You better hope to God that there are no cameras in the bathroom. I hope every time. So anyways, with that being said, you're basically already famous, just no one cares. And the same for YouTube. When you post videos and create these long form videos, maybe these reaction reels, no one really cares. One time people really care is when you become so significant within the community that they start to notice and pay attention. And then when they see that other people are paying attention, now they think it's a good idea to pay attention. Or some people are just straight up OGs and really give a crap from the beginning because they really F with you. You know what I mean? Because real recognize real. So the point of the matter is, be yourself, let your personality be what it is. And if somebody from high school saw your video, who gives a rat's ass? The thing is, can they edit? Do they have the cojones to jump in front of a camera, or in front of a camera? Not jump in front of a camera, because sometimes people have dash cams. I don't need people jumping in front of cars because they think it's a good way to become YouTube famous. I don't mean any camera. I mean your personal camera, which you can get off Amazon for like the low. Check this out. All right, so this is a 4K camera off Amazon. I believe I think the price was about $160 or something like that. And the point of the matter is that I caught it on sale, and Amazon is full of sales daily. Check this out. Even the microphone was from Amazon. right? Well, I'm not gonna show you every bit of equipment that I have, but why not, you know, look for the best options out there. Walmart is another great one. If you go to Walmart, you check out like the creator section, bro, it is like heaven for your pockets. Seriously. I mean, if spending money is supposed to be like this soothing thing, like, I don't know, dragging a rake through sand, but yeah, that'd be the place to do it. That's probably like one of the best places to invest money into your hobby, because like even their lights are like crazy cheap. I got like these 2 lights here, like there's a duo. You can change the colors and everything. I think like what, $20 or $29, and they can be extended. Now my tripod, I believe that also came from Walmart, probably similar price. I'm like 6'2". This thing is like maybe 1 inch below me. That's funny, by the way. But anyways, this thing is like super tall. So you kind of like, if you want to get your whole body into frame, you can just raise it to the max, put it back a little bit of a distance. And if you have a green screen, you definitely need lights. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but you always need a microphone. Now, if you think just using your cell phone's audio is going to quite do it, you're wrong, because it doesn't come out as good. It just doesn't. I don't know why. It works great for being on the phone, but not when you're talking to the phone at a reasonable distance. This is about maybe 2-3 feet, not 3, maybe like 2, right? So I was starting out with like all the equipment that I thought I would need. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can always want more and need more. I am an American consumer. I am never satisfied. No, I'm just joking. Maybe I wasn't. Anyways, all right, last but not least, I'm not even sure what number I'm on right now. So hopefully the version of me who's editing this video has done an amazing job and made me look pretty good. So last one I have here is know your niche. Your niche. Know your niche. So that would basically be anything from like gaming, comedy, reaction videos, educational videos, anything that adds value or pure entertainment. Pick something that you really like. You don't want to confuse the algorithm by just uploading a bunch of random stuff. Now, am I one to talk because I do reaction reels? It's a good question. Also, with that being said, it's not my fault those videos are random. I didn't create them. I just like commentating over them. However, it gets me tons of views and lots of subscribers, which is great. And it also makes me more confident with just creating videos in general, because apparently people like the shit I gotta fucking say. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, be yourself. Oh, another good one. Hopefully I even did it with this video. I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, why wouldn't I? You need a good thumbnail. Now, they say that you should create your thumbnails first and find a good title. And two ways you do this. You can look up videos similar to the one you're about to create and kind of get an idea of what your competition's doing. If it's working for them, it work for you. You don't want to copy them exactly 100% unless you're like, you know, just a savage and you really don't care. You just basically just do whatever you want. That's fine. I didn't tell you to do that. I'm gonna take what they're doing and copy it in a way whereas your thumbnail kind of resembles something that the person who clicks on it wants to see. They want to see if the content is worth the squeeze. Is that fruit worth the juice? Right? Like, damn, that plum looked juicy. So you hope that when you bite into that plum, it's gonna be full of sweet juices. In your title, you can pretty much use ChatGPT to like get a title, right? You can take working titles. If you have an iPhone, you can just screenshot basically whatever the hell you want and copy and paste the text from the screen itself. And you can just place it into ChatGPT and have it brainstorm ideas, similar ideas, not the same exact idea, similar ideas, and for the title, right? Find a high-performing thumbnail out there somewhere. Just kind of like copy the elements of it. Like I said, don't steal it. Don't be a burglar. Don't be like this guy.
Evergreen's what we're doing here.
Don't be like that guy. And yeah, bro, thanks for watching this video. That is everything. And there should be about 2 million more videos like this, because within those next 2 million videos, I will show you step by step, one step per video on how to become viral in 40 seconds. So stick around for that.